There you are, ghoulies, and welcome to Harbor Market. It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon. There's loads of people, loads of good food, all kinds of quality merchandise, great culture, great food. It smells so good here. Beautiful day and a lot of adventures to come, so stick with us.
Okay, here we are at Harbor Market, and I'm honored to be with Ray Forgiati. Ray, thanks so much for putting on this. Maybe give us a little history. How did this all get started?
Well, this is our 17th year. This is I want to emphasize. You look at me, but I'm just one component. This is a team effort. It's a really strong board, very active staff that puts us together each week. And we obviously are effective. We've managed to take the best ideas as many markets as we can and re-implement it, make it just a fun place to be.
For those who haven't been to this Harbor Market, what do they come and experience?
Fresh produce, and then fresh is not what you get in the grocery store, which could be a month old. Hard to believe, but it could be a month old. Our things are fresh. As an example today, because we have a Michigan vendor, we've got tomatoes, the beginning of the strawberry season, potatoes. There's other vendors that have got carrots, bok choy, lettuce, spinach. I'm missing some other things, but onions, of course. So those are. But in addition to that, there's also processed food. There's sauces, pickles, cheese, meat, beef, pork, fish. We had. I don't know if we have it this week. Last week we had. I forgot what they're called. Last week we had crabs, soft-shelled crabs. Yeah, they were fresh. They were still alive. So I don't know where you're going to be able to find that normally. And then there's also arts and crafts.
If anybody want more information, is there a website people can go along?
Yes, in fact, there is. Our website, and we really recommend people go to it, www.KenoshaHarborMarket.com. That's KenoshaHarborMarket.com. And also, when you're on the site, you can sign up for our newsletter. We're here from 9 until 2 every Saturday through the second week of October.
Market in Kenosha, and I'm with your name.
My name is Michael Mickna.
Michael, nice to see you today. What do you like about Harbor Market?
Well, I guess the fact that it is quite large, quite diverse. There's you can find just about anything here. We've been coming here for 4 or 5 years now, I imagine, and we get down here a couple times a year. We live up on the north end of Racine, but it's worth the drive down, and it's a nice, pleasant drive along the lake. Nice scenery. But
what do you like best about Harbor Market?
well, we always grab an egg roll when we're down here, so we usually do some eating.
Christine Ryko.
And Christine, what do you think of the market today?
Well, I haven't been here in years, but I love it. Just love it. We live in Estero, Florida, which is south of Fort Myers, north of Naples, and we love farmers markets. We have them in the winter down in Florida, but this is lovely.
And you came all the way up here for this?
Well, no, I'm here for the Transparent Watercolor Society show, which is right over here, the museum building. But this is great. We're staying in an RV, so we're buying lots of veggies and fruits and everything we can.
Excellent. So what is so special about markets?
It's fresh. It's locally grown. You get to meet the growers, and it's personal.
Market, and I'm with your name.
Karol Suki.
Julia Suki.
And what do you think of the market today?
Oh, it's great. I actually bought something, or my sweetie bought it. She paid for it, so I have to be careful about that, what I say.
What do you like best about the market?
Well, it's hard to just choose one thing. I think probably the diversity, that there are so many things you can buy here and all kinds of people come here.
I go after veggies, I am looking for those small cucumbers, so I would pick of them.
And for those who want to learn more about now you're involved in what, Voices and Verses?
Voices and Verses, yes, and Choral Art Society.
For those who don't know about that, maybe talk a little bit about that.
Voices and Verses is a multimedia group which is concentrating, making new stuff. We are preparing the program based on Dream of the Root, which was one of the first English poems, so hopefully we can put it together soon. It was supposed to be out already, but delays. We did a little bit of it, so now we want to have it as a full program. And choral arts, maybe Julia should talk about it.
Oh, we're still working on our upcoming season, but we have our usual 4 concerts, and our exciting thing this coming season is we're going to do Carmina Burana with the Studio of Classical Dance Arts. And
If someone wants to learn more information, do you guys have a website on Coral Arts?
yeah, we have coralartsonline.org and voicesandverses.com.
Market, and I'm with your name.
Phyllis.
Phyllis, nice to see you today. What do you think of the market today?
Oh, it's just beautiful. Beautiful day, beautiful market. So many people, all countries, all kinds of food, all kinds of crafts. Just gorgeous.
And what do you like best about the market?
I like the people. Everybody's happy. People from all walks of life. It's all great to see them together.
And I'm with your name.
Gerald Sorensen.
And what do you think of Harbor Market?
It's number one. I think it's a good thing for the city of Kenosha. I've been down here a number of years. I've been in the other marketplace, and it's number one.
What's the best thing you like about the market?
Well, they got a lot of goodies out here. Some of them I can have, and other ones I can't. And I also met a number of friends down here, which I wouldn't have otherwise.
And I'm with your name.
Angela.
Molly.
And what do you think of the market today?
It's amazing. I mean, there's so many different vendors. We came here early for yoga and just absolutely love it. I can't believe how great and big it is, and not too crowded.
I think there's definitely plenty of stands, and I like that there's so many like lemonade stands and bakery stands.
And what do you like best about the market?
I like all the artesian things, like the clothes and the soaps, and I bought some really cool deodorant that's good for you, and really enjoy it. There's a lot of different variety a lot of different things to get.
I liked that they had like foods from Argentina and France.
Market, and I'm with your name.
Lisa Winter.
Allison Jordan.
Marissa Dusenberry.
And what do you like about Harbor Market?
It's great. I can find food, drink, nice items. We already purchased I don't know how many things today.
Yep. It's variety. There's something for everybody.
Healthy food, too. Yeah.
Well, enjoy the rest of the day, and thanks for coming out to the Harbor Market.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, we are here on a beautiful Saturday morning at Harbor Park. The market is in full bloom here, and well, who are we talking to today?
Danny.
Who?
Danny.
And?
Hayden.
Is this your first time here?
Yeah. No. No.
Are you having a good time?
Yes.
I hear it's a pretty cool place, but once in a while you run into a weirdo.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite thing here today?
The smoothies.
Okay, how come the shy one's doing all the talking?
I don't know.
All right, well, thanks for stopping by the booth.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, we'll talk to you later. Yeah, yes, I will always have a good evening. And as you can see, it's a great day here at Harbor Market. Look at these guys. They look like they're having a good time. You having a good time?
Absolutely, yes. Beautiful day out.
All right, it is beautiful. Well, to me, it's kind of a rough weather for me, This is terrible, but I'm glad everybody else is happy. That's a good thing. Oh, look at this guy over here. You gonna come up and say hi?
Hi, Dale. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Are you enjoying the market?
I am enjoying the market, actually. It's my second time being here.
Only your second time, huh?
It is.
Well, it's something new for everybody, isn't there?
Yeah, it is, actually. I decided to come on down here today and see you, actually.
All right. That's why you came, right?
That's why I came.
How about that? Well, that's good to know.
Awesome.
All right. Well, thank you. We need the support.
You're welcome. No problem.
All right. And we missed you last week.
Well, I would have been there, but other issues came up.
All right. That's all right. Well, anyway, we had a great time at the art show. Great time bringing the Crimson Theater to Channel 14. All right, we're still here down at Harbor Market. It's a great turnout today. The weather's kind of terrible for me, but I'll deal with it. And we're talking to TC, and you're from, tell us about your place, okay. Sunset Motors.
Yeah, I run the Norton Motorcycle Shop on 14th Avenue, 52nd Street. That's where we built and developed all these drag race motorcycles. And back in the 70s, we were the world championship. We had 4 world records, or 4-year world record holding motorcycle and stuff. Went all over the world with it, and a bike. And the bike now sits in England. It's in the National Motorcycle Museum in England, And we had our shop. We got another bike we're developing it for racing and that. But basically what we're doing at that shop is restoring British bikes. We can build them out of nothing, fix them all up.
Right, and it's been there for quite a while. I mean, that's sort of a Kenosha landmark.
Actually, it is. You know, we started that whole business in the summer of '69. A great time to start something.
Yeah, I know, right? That's iconic.
It is iconic, and we were part of the '60s and that. And we put that whole bike together out of nothing. We built all my friends in Kenosha, machine shop guys, foundry people, fabricators, helped me build that bike out of nothing. And we finally got it done and running, got gangbusters. We went off to California for the NHRA World Finals. Where I went to sports, the whole place was buzzing up. It's the fastest people in the world were actually at that race. We showed up on that bike and he looked at it and said, "What the hell's a Norton? Who's TC and where is Kenosha, Wisconsin?" And once we got in the fray of the thing, we qualified right up in the top of the thing. And when the final rounds came down, we made 3 runs in a row. Every one of them was a world record. And we held them world records for almost 5 years. And in that 5-year period, we took 4 world championships in a 5-year period.
Well, that's fantastic. Putting Kenosha on the map, not unlike Harbor Market, which we're experiencing today. Yep. Looks like summer has finally arrived.
I hope so, man. We need it. We need it bad. I'll tell you what, that winter last winter damn near killed me, man. I barely made it to the end of that in one piece.
Oh, I don't know, all them gray skies and cool weather. I was having a lot of fun.
Well, that's you. You're a lucky guy.
Yeah.
By the way, you're a lucky guy. You're still around to talk about it.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Well, that's true. Speaking of which, we all want to say a shout out to our good friend Mike Bjorn, who we lost in the past week. Kenosha, another Kenosha legend.
He was a Kenosha guy, man. He was what they call him, the mayor of downtown or something, man. He was on.
Yeah, the unofficial mayor of downtown. I heard there's now a movement to try to get the 6th Avenue renamed Bjorn Boulevard. I think that should happen.
Good idea. They should come some kind of reference back to these people that ain't around anymore, really.
Right. The next thing we can do is we can get the Christopher Columbus tore down, put Al Molinaro up there. What do you think?
Put TC up there.
There you go. Much better.
What are you doing with this guy up there? What did he do? Discover Kenosha? What a joke.
Oh, no, it was a few years back. The Indians found him lost at sea or something like that. Anyway, we hope you're enjoying yourself here. If you got to see that part, I don't know.
The Harbor Market is spectacular. I'm so glad to be here with my grandboys. Come on, Grand. And we're out here looking around, enjoying the fresh air, the people, the ambience. I'm so glad to be here today.
Do you have a favorite booth?
I don't have a favorite booth. The fresh fruits and vegetables and stuff like that I enjoy. So the wares, handmade crafts and all that is beautiful. It brings life to our Kenosha downtown area.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Kenosha Harbor Market, and I'm at the Kenosha Public Library booth, and I am with your name?
Ed Gotchla.
And Ed, you got a great event going on here at the Bookmobile Station. Let's hear all about it.
Okay, well, we're doing readings here throughout the summer from the Harry Potter's second book, The Chamber of Secrets. We did this last summer as well, where we read through the whole first book over the course of the whole summer. So, yeah, we read like a chapter or two every weekend, Saturday, 4 readings at 11, 11:30, 12, and 12:30. And we progress slowly through the book over the course of the whole summer, so people can come back and sort of hear the story as it goes along.
So much different reading and then hearing the story a lot.
Yeah, right, because doing the story, I could do like voices for all the different characters and give it a little more of a dramatic spin. And it's kind of a nice way also for people to come out and check out our bookmobile and see some of the books as well there too.
Well, let's talk about that. What does the Bookmobile have to offer?
Oh, well, the Bookmobile has books that we bring out every weekend, a variety of books, fiction, nonfiction, stuff for adults and kids. People can also come out here and get a library card if you've never had one before. You can sign right up as well. You can even come out if you have a book checked out, come out and renew it. We have a Wi-Fi connection, so we can do all that for you too.
Excellent. If someone wants more information for Kenosha Public Library in general, is there a website?
Yeah, you go to the Kenosha Public Library website at www.mykpl.info. And there's all sorts of information there about all of our programs and resources and events going on throughout the year.
Well, hello there. My name is Dan Sticka, famous author and extraordinaire. We're talking about the market. What a fabulous place this is. And what a fabulous day. The weather-wise, you can't beat it. Can't beat it. And the crowd out here is fantastic. My goodness, I've run across at least 5 people that I know so far out of the thousands, which is great. And that's the best part of the market, the food and the ambiance, which is kind of nice. I love that. If you haven't never been to the museum or market, museum and market. I'm part of the museum also, so come down to see both. We've got fantastic exhibits in the museum and fantastic exhibits at the market. Thank you very much for allowing me to share my experiences here.
Hey, it's Dr. Destruction here. I'm still at Harbor Market enduring this horrible weather. It's just, I'm just, it's just not my thing. And who do we run into but the one and only Kenosha's best kept secret, Danny Villanueva Jr., who's got a new film coming out very soon. Why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, so the film is called I Dream of a Psychopomp, and it is a feature-length horror anthology film. It is shot 100% locally in Kenosha and Racine. It's a supernatural drama, but it also has a lot of horror elements to it. It has 3 stories that intertwine with a wraparound. Dr. Destruction has a small little cameo in it, but it's a very important character. It's a story that revolves around a vampire in this old abandoned library. But yeah, it's a collection of ghost stories mainly, but it has to do with psychopomping, which is soul guiding. So like nowadays, shamans practice psychopomping through meditation. They talk to ghosts that are stuck on Earth and help them transition into the afterlife. But
yeah, it was a lot of fun working on that, but I didn't really appreciate getting that spray tan.
Oh yeah, he got a nice little
orange glow about.
He did.
Anyway, we're looking forward to that coming out very soon. And of course, why don't you tell them a little bit about something that's on YouTube, Greg the Grouchy Gremlin?
Yeah, so that was a short we did in 2016, and Dr. Destruction plays Dr. Destruction as himself.
A challenging role.
Yeah, but that was a fun little thing. Actually, when I first met him, we talked about somehow coming up with the project, just collaborating together. We're both like into horror. He's like, a big part of horror, especially in Kenosha.
Well, you're underestimating. We met in a very gloomy graveyard with the ghost of Orson Welles.
Yep. Funny enough, we met at a event. It was Orson Welles' 100th, would have been his 100th birthday. But yeah, it was cool. I went home, wrote a little screenplay. We met up and talked about it, and then ended up shooting a short, which is called Greg the Grouchy Gremlin. It's about an obsessed fan who comes onto Dr. Destruction's show, and he sort of impersonates one of his idols.
And the character's named Garfield. I've been cursed with Garfields ever since.
Yeah. So Garfield now, I guess we kind of created this term that it's like an obsessed fan, because in the character that's the name of that character. So it's funny.
Yes, it was a lot of fun. It was great to do the Orson Welles thing. And Orson Welles, believe it or not, has a connection to horror hosting. He used to date Vampira. And yes, I have an interview with Vampira, and she says the first time that Orson Welles saw her scantily clad in the boudoir, that he said, "Nice carcass."
Well, that's hilarious. I did not know that. That's interesting.
Yeah, she goes on to tell some more details, which I can't, we won't go into on a family show. But that's some interesting history there. And Orson Welles from Kenosha, and I myself am a huge Orson Welles fan.
Oh yeah, I love him. I study his work, and it's cool to know that he's from here. His childhood home is a couple minutes away.
Exactly, and for years and years, he actually claimed that his grandmother was a witch.
That's interesting. Yeah, I know he talked a lot about like superstitions, and he had this sort of fun, mysterious side to him.
Yeah, according to people, said he made up a lot of his own stories or whatnot. But yeah, he left Kenosha, and I will never forget. Now maybe you could help me out. When they take a picture of somebody, and it's just their face, and it's black around their neck, around their whole head, and it just shows the image of the face.
I don't know the specific term for it, but I would say it's just a portrait, a close-up.
Well, I wonder if anybody out there in TV land actually has this picture. It was on the front of the Kenosha News. Orson Welles when he was this biggest, big beard, just his head, and it said Kenosha, his kind of town it wasn't, or something like that.
Oh wow! Yeah, I heard he had mixed feelings about Kenosha.
I don't know. He was a young kid when he left, and I can't imagine somebody that with big ideas like Orson being able to settle down in any small town.
That's true. I see that. Yeah.
But Kenosha certainly has its interesting history, and a lot of Don Amici is from Kenosha, Al Molinaro. I know I'm forgetting somebody else. Bird-Eye Gorgon. Mark Ruffalo. What's he done for Kenosha lately?
Yeah, tell him to come get these theaters going back up.
Here we come. Now we're getting into the editing department. This will be on the floor.
Leave this in. He needs to hear it. We need help. We need our theaters restored.
Definitely need our theaters restored. Well, there's some real Kenosha history there. All right. Well, Danny, enjoy your day. There's so much going on here, isn't there?
Yeah, it's fun. Thanks for talking to me.
All right. We look forward to the movie coming out.
Cool. Thanks so much, guys.
Well, thank you for joining us today at the Kenosha Media booth here at Harbor Market, Harbor Park. Everybody had a great time. So many great vendors, such fantastic food everywhere. People did a great turnout today. Great weather. If you haven't been to Kenosha's Harbor Market, you're really missing out. Get on down here, enjoy some of the fun, and make sure you tune in to all the quality programs on Kenosha Community Media, especially Dr. Destruction's Crimson Theater, of course.